Hello and welcome to Education at SSBJ Online Video Tutorials. We were in the chapter Stars and Solar System of Class 8th CBSE, and in the previous videos we have completed few of the exercise questions. We'll continue with the remaining set of exercise questions. Please refer the previous video to continue this session. Now the next question is fill in the blanks. The first one is the planet which is farthest from the sun. Now to answer this you should know all the names of the planet and their position in the increasing order of their distance or decreasing order of the distance. Now how will you remember that? Okay, you must have studied in the previous classes that we can use mnemonics to remember the distances, such as you can make your own sentence like here I'm showing my very elegant mother just showed us 9 planet, right? It's a kind of mnemonics where the first letter of this sentence will remind us the name of the planet. Now you can have your own sentences. This is a sentence which I have slightly altered, which was previously being used by many. So if you can write this sentence the way which is shown here, and now the first M stands for Mercury, and then V for very stands for Venus, elegant E stands for Earth, and so on. So you can match these first letter with the planet existed, but the last one, earlier we used to have Pluto as a planet, but as per the norms now this planet Pluto is not considered as a planet. It's a very dwarf, it's a very small, does not fulfill all the requirement of being planet. So we have only 8 planets, right? So therefore now this is in the increasing order of the distance from the sun, which means Mercury is very close, the next followed by Venus, and then the last one is Neptune, which is far away among 8 planets. Now if you can remember this, you can answer the questions of related to the distance between the sun and the planet. So the first statement is the planet which is farthest from the sun. Since you know this, the answer is Neptune, which is the farthest from the sun. So first answer is over. Next, the planet which appears reddish in color. Please recall the previous videos. We spoke on and discussed on the planet Mars, and planet Mars appears reddish in color, so it's a Mars, right? Now we'll go for next fill in the blanks. A group of stars that appears to form a pattern in the sky is known as, look at this, a group of stars, okay, like a group of these many stars appear to form a character like M, which is called Cassiopeia, and in the same way a group of character which appear like someone standing with a bow and which is called Hunter, okay, and that is Orion constellation. Okay, this is Orion constellation. So these are the group of stars, they appear, right? So therefore a group of stars that appear to form the pattern in the sky are known as constellations. So here answer is constellations. Next, a celestial body that revolves around a planet is known as, well, celestial, it is celestial body. All the bodies which are there in the sky which we see are the celestial bodies, but particularly some bodies, they revolve around the planet. For example, around the planet Earth, right? So this is Earth, and there is another body which is revolving around Earth, and what is that called? And that is called satellite or moon. Okay, either you can write moon or satellite. Shooting stars are actually not stars. They are not stars. They look like star. And why they look like star? Because once they enter into the atmosphere of the, if this is the atmosphere, starts from here, and these are the small rocks, and they are the one which are actually not used to get into a planet. So like a debris in the sky. So they are there around in the space, and sometimes they come near to the Earth or any other planet and get attracted, because every planet has a force of attraction, right? And because of that, once they are pulled down, they enter into the atmosphere, and with the oxygen of the atmosphere they start burning, and then they look like a star. They are not stars, and they are called, you know, shooting stars, or they are called meteors, right? Next, asteroids are found between the orbits of dash and dash. You know, asteroids are million in numbers. Again, these are said to be those debris which are not able to form into planets, those in the beginning of formation of the solar system. So if you can find, you know, Mars and Jupiter, in between these millions of small objects which are revolving around the sun, and they are called asteroids. So the asteroids are found between orbits of Mars and Jupiter, right? So these are the answers, right? Please remember which is included in the next forthcoming examination for Sainik School students. Next we'll go for exercise number 5. Question number 5. Mark the following statement as true or false. So here we should write either T or F. F for false and T for true. The first question, we'll take up this question now. Pole star is a member of solar system. Now to understand whether it's a true or false, we should know what does solar system consists of. In the previous video itself, we have seen what does a solar system consists of. Solar system consists of mainly a star which is called sun, right? And then followed by all the planets which are revolving around the sun. And what are those planets? They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, right? They all will revolve around the planet, and the planets will revolve around the sun. And then other than these, then there are heavenly bodies which are revolving around these planets. Okay, they are called satellites or moons, right? So this can be a satellite or moons. And then we have between Mars and Jupiter millions of rocky objects called asteroids, and then objects which are frozen, and that is what icy, which are coming far away and have a very large orbit to revolve around the earth, which are called comets. And then unformed rocks which are there in the space, which we call as debris in the space, called meteors. All together is a solar system, right? So solar system consists of only one star, and rest all these are the members of the solar system. Now pole star is a different star among all billions of stars, right? And that pole star appears on the direction of north, in the direction of north. Therefore, the first question, pole star is a member of solar system, statement is wrong, and that's why we have to write F. Okay. Next, Mercury is the smallest planet of the solar system, and we all know that Mercury is the smallest planet. Please recall all the videos regarding planets in this chapter. So it is true. Right. Uranus is the farthest planet. Uranus is the farthest planet in the solar system. So we have, how many planets? Totally eight planet, and in the last planets is Neptune. Neptune is the farthest. Uranus is not the farthest, so it is false. INSAT is an artificial satellite. So what do you mean by INSAT? Okay, INSAT, or it is Indian National Satellite. So you can write full form like Indian National Satellite. So this is a kind of system, right? So under this system, many satellites are being launched. So INSAT is Indian National Satellite System in a series of, multi-purpose geostationary satellites launched by ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. To satisfy it, it does all the work of telecommunications, broadcasting like TV signals and all. Then to understand what kind of weather and minerals are there in and around Indian continent, that is meteorology and search and rescue needs of India. Okay, it was commissioned in 1983. Okay, and INSAT is the largest domestic communication system in the Asia Pacific region. Right? So D statement is INSAT is an artificial satellite. Okay, and that is true. Right? There is INSAT 3D, INSAT 2A, and so many satellites are being launched. So it's a series of satellite system. E. There are 9 planets in the solar system. Wrong. There are 8 planets in the solar system. So we can write it here F. Next, constellation Orion can be seen only with the telescope. No, anybody can see a constellation. And how will the constellation pattern? Constellation pattern is the way how I am showing it now. Sometimes it is shown here also. So it appears like this. Okay, and Orion constellation is a hunter constellation. Okay, and it rises in the direction of east somewhere around 10 o'clock, that is 2200 hours in these days. Right, I'm talking of in the month of December 2020, right? And then slowly it comes up somewhere around 12 o'clock night. It will be just above our head. Okay, and it slowly moves towards west. So from east to west it moves, and it's a very clear constellation, right? And it can be seen with the naked eye. We don't require any satellite. So again it's a false. Right? So these are the answers. So carefully go through all these objective type questions as far as these chapters are concerned. We have already solved many of the multiple choice questions. So keeping your examination point of view, these type of studies are very much required. Okay, so do a rehearsal again of a kind of practice again and again so that you can remember and reproduce it in the examination. Thank you very much. Now question number 6. Match items in column A with one or more items in column B. Now look at this sentence. You have to read carefully what is given in this statement. Generally we pick up one option from here and compare with the one of the options from a column B. But here what is told is one or more items. So the answer can be one or more. Right? So to start with, we'll go ahead now with the first one, inner planets. Right? And what are inner planets? Now it is followed by again here outer planets. What are inner planets and outer planets? Now we have 8 planets, right? So out of 8 planets, some are inner planets. The first 4 planets, those are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These are inner planets. Because they are near to the sun, right? And rest all the planets. Again there are 4 planets which are called outer planets. Now what are outer planets? In the outer planets we will have, it starts with Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these 4 planets are outer planets, right? So we have understood the meaning of these two, inner planets and outer planets. Now we'll come back to, we'll see which of the option is correct later by just going through these 2 of the options. Constellation. And what is constellation? Constellations are group of the stars visible in some recognizable shape, right? Sometimes they are visible in the form of some mythological character called hunter. Okay, so that is a group of star which resembles some mythological character. So these are constellations, right? So understanding of constellation is over. We have already covered this in the previous videos. Now next is satellite of Earth. Satellite of Earth. The celestial body which revolves around Earth is a satellite of Earth. Okay, now we'll go for this. As we have already read that there is, one or more answers for each of these options. Inner planets. So we have understood now these are the inner planets. So we shall see now what are those inner planets. Okay. So first one is inner planet. Saturn is not an inner planet. Pole star is again a star. Great Bear is a constellation. Moon is a satellite of Earth. So Earth is an inner planet. So for option 1, okay, we can write the answer as E, right? So answer is E, and then there may be one more answer, and here there is one more answer, G, right? So first option is over. Now this is how you have to write in the examination. The second one is outer planet. In the outer planet we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, out of which we have only, I think, Saturn. So second option matches with A, right? And third one, the third one is, constellation which can be compared to a pole star, Great Bear. And what is Great Bear? Great Bear is constellation. Great Bear is a constellation which is made up of 7 stars. One star is here, then first rectangle is formed, and then 3 more stars. Okay, and so it looks like a dipper, and this constellation is also called as Great Bear or Saptarshi Mandala. So our constellation is Great Bear, that is third one is C. Okay, just have a look in this option, any other constellation is there or not. We have missed one of the options here, right? And that is why we have to be very, very clear and focused in reading. And can you tell me what is that we have missed? As far as constellation is concerned, we have taken a comparison with only C, right? But there is one more constellation here which is called Orion constellation, which we have discussed on that. This Hunter constellation is actually a Orion constellation which appeared like, you know, a hunter, right? So therefore our third option has one more answer, you know, that is F. Now fourth one is satellite of Earth. We all know what is the satellite of Earth, D. So this is how you have to answer these multiple choice questions, right? Question number 7. In which part of the sky you find Venus if it is visible as an evening star? Now remember, Venus, planet Venus, is a second planet from the Sun, right? It's a second planet if you take a distance from the Sun, right? And it is named Venus, which is after a Roman goddess. Of love and beauty. You will find many of such stories like, you know, that even the Jupiter is also a name of the god of Roman, right? Since it contains more of carbon dioxide, right? 98% of the Venus is full of carbon dioxide. It gives out, means it reflects more of light, and then it shines like a star, but it doesn't twinkle. It will be appearing so bright, and that's why it is called by two names. One is morning star, and when it appears in the evening, it is called as evening star. So remember this, that Venus has got both the names. When it appears in the morning, okay, the bright star Venus called morning star, and if it appears in the evening, that star, the same Venus star, is called as evening star, right? Now the question is, in which part of the sky can you find Venus if it is visible as an evening star, right? Now let me tell you a logic behind this question. You will find all the stars, including our sun, okay, rises from the east and sets in the west. You know all these things, okay? So with any other star, all the stars appears to rise from the east and they move towards west, okay? And so as with a Venus. So therefore in the evening it will be almost in the side of west. That is the answer. Okay. So when the Venus is visible in west direction, then it is called evening star. But early morning, if it is visible in the east direction, then it is called morning star. So this is the answer. Answer is in the direction of west.